idea for this video to do a speed read. About a year ago, I posted a video called A Romance Girly Reads Fantasy for the First Time, where I read the first book of the ACOTAR series and I fell in love with it and I had such a great time. So I thought for my speed read, I'd try another genre that I'm not very comfortable with, which is thriller. I'm kind of a baby, so this is really exciting. But in the website I made, I wrote about the author Frida McFadden on my statistics page, but I've never read a Frida McFadden book. I've heard a lot about her as an author, but I've never read any of her work. So I thought this would be good. I scrolled TikTok, I tried to find the best starter book from Frida McFadden, and I got advised to read Never Lie over and over and over and over. My plan was to grab it on my Kindle and then in a bit go pick up the physical copy so I have it as like a trophy. I want to read this book in like 8 hours, so we'll see. I'm downloading it to my Kindle right now. Future Anna here. I never read you guys the blurb, so I thought right now would be a good time to do so. Sometimes the truth kills. Newlyweds Trisha and Ethan are searching for the house of their dreams. They think they've found it when they visit the remote manor that once belonged to Dr. Adrian Hale, a renowned psychiatrist who vanished without a trace years ago. But when a violent winter storm traps them in the estate, the house begins to lose its appeal. Stuck inside and growing restless, Trisha stumbles on a collection of audio transcripts from Dr. Hale's session with patients. As Trisha listens to the cassette tapes, she learns about the terrifying chain of events leading up to the doctor's mysterious disappearance. With each tape, another shocking piece of the puzzle falls into place, and a web of lies slowly unravels. But by the time Trisha reaches the final cassette, the one that reveals the entire horrifying story, it will be too late. From New York Times bestselling author Frida McFadden comes an addictive, unpredictable thriller that will keep you asking the question, what is the truth? Okay, resume.
So strange, I've been waiting, oh so patient.
I made it to Target to go pick up the physical copy of that book so that I can have it on me. It's always nice to have them like in a physical copy for like pictures, obviously for my book reviews and my bookstagram, etc. So let's go find it.
Things became, now it feels so great. I've been waiting, oh so patient. Now the colors on my room are changing. Oh God, this feels amazing. Starting now with you, and I don't mind. You give me butterflies when you smile, and it feels so good. It just can't hide. I wanna hold your hand, but
Okay, it's time for our first check-in. I am about 1/3 through Never Lie by Frida McFadden. I just finished chapter 20, so I'm on chapter 21 and on page 113. While I was reading, I wrote down some notes that I'm going to tell you before I get into like my initial thoughts. Adrian is harsh. Adrian's been missing for 3 years, and yet in her abandoned house, there's bread that isn't moldy and food that isn't out of date. Who is in that house? I wrote down that Ethan sounds like he's playing dumb, like he's hiding something. Either he's a true skeptic or playing dumb or actually dumb. I wrote down that Trisha was hiding something early on because she says that she's hiding something. She was hiding something. I now know what it is. I will leave it at that for now. I was planning on doing all of this spoiler-free just in case you don't want to be spoiled and you want to read this book. I think one of the people on the cassette is connected to Trisha as a person and going to cause problems. And then I have Ethan has DID or he's possessed. This is how far I am through the book, and I'm really enjoying it. It's not taking me very long to read it, and I really like the way that Frida McFadden's writing. I am very like engaged in this book, and I need to know what happens. I can't set this book down because I need to know what happens. It's just a really good feeling when you get into a book and you like stay there and you don't want to move. You just want to keep reading. And I'm getting that from this book, which is great because like y'all know I'm a total romance girly, and there's like This is a thriller. So the fact that I'm disengaged, super great. I'm really liking this book so far. I really am. I want to finish it now. I want to know what happens now. The waiting is torture. But maybe I'll grow to like that. I don't know. I'm going to read another 20 chapters or so, and then I will come back and let you guys know how I'm feeling. See you in a sec.
What should I do? You give me butterflies. Oh, what a surprise. The thought of a kiss.
Yeah, go ahead. Thank you. Yay. It's break time from my speed read because my husband got home from work and he brought home Olive Garden for dinner. Yeah. I'm 53% through the book, but since the food's here, I'm gonna take a little break, eat some food, and then I'll get back into it in a bit. Bon appetit, beach.
And it feels so good. It just can't hide. I wanna hold your hand, but it get too shy. It's just me and you. What should I do? You give me
Hey y'all, it's 9:38 and I accidentally got a bit farther than chapter 40, right? I'm on chapter 42. That's fine. Not too bad. I'm 76% through Never Lie by Frida McFadden. I only have this much left. And this is not the time that I should be pausing and speaking. I am losing it. I'm literally losing it. This is crazy. Like, I really am at the edge of my seat. Like, yeah, it's a thriller. But I'm like, I'm going to read you some of my notes that I took. One of the patients is insinuating his parents will mysteriously die so he doesn't need to find a job because of inheritance. Ayo. I wrote down that I love Luke, Adrian's boyfriend. I got one of my predictions right about who was in the house with them. Don't mind Park. She's sitting right here while I do this. Oh, sneezing. Ethan's still acting stupid. I'm trying not to spoil this. I really am. I'm doing what I can. And lastly, I wrote down poor Luke because I just love him and I just feel bad for him. I am so close to done, so I'm probably going to speed through this. It'll probably take me like an hour, and once I'm done, I'll come back and I'll share my thoughts, but I am losing my mind. I really am. I do have an inkling on how this is going to like wrap up. So if I did get all of the plot twists completely right, like I think I will, then I'll kind of be like, darn. Like, I'll be like, yeah, I knew it, but also, like, I want to be wrong, you know? I want them to come out of left field. So we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna go finish this bit. I will talk to you guys soon.
Saw your silhouette in the backlight. Swear we could have met in a past life. Treating every night like the last time.
What? I was wrong. I was wrong. I just got played. What is happening? What? What? Every time I turn off the camera, something happens. Shut your mouth. What? What do you mean? I finished the book. It is 10:54. I finished the book. Okay, I'm gonna get my thoughts together and then I'll come back with a book review. I'm still in shock, so talk soon. I finished Never Lie by Frida McFadden. I set out for a speed read. I did a speed read. I have to take these off. The plot twists in this book, they got me. I thought that I was smarter. Like I was ahead. I was not. I was very behind. So much so that now I'm thinking back to parts that I read and being like, yeah, obviously. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Frida McFadden's kind of a genius. Like, that's kind of scary. I think I'm a thriller girl. This made me feel like I'm a thriller girl. I'm expanding my taste. I did the same thing with ACOTAR. I really, really liked it. But I feel like I'm more of a thriller girl than I am a fantasy girl. Listen, all of the characters are kind of like awful. They're kind of all awful people. And like, they're all really manipulative. I don't know. Certain parts about it made me feel a little like, yeah, which leads to my rating of 4 out of 5 stars. It might even be like a 3.75 if I'm being completely honest. I really liked it and the plot twist got me and it was easy to follow and all of that jazz. I just think I really disliked the characters. And like, am I making sense? It's hard for me to talk about it without spoiling. I think if you haven't read Thriller before, this is a great way to start. It's under 400 pages. The writing is really easy to follow. I definitely want to read The Teacher by Frida McFadden now because I've heard that's like really controversial and like polarizing, which I'm interested in. Like, I want to know what's going on. I'm nosy. Anyways, yeah. Never Lie by Frida McFadden, 4 to 5 stars. This is good. I'm glad that I read it. I haven't understood thriller the way some of my book besties have, and now I feel like I do. I can now talk about thriller as a genre and maybe potentially know what I'm talking about, so that's really great. Now I need every book ever written by her. Cool. It's been a while since I posted a proper book video. A lot of stuff has changed. I've moved across my state. I've dyed my hair brown. I go to a different college now. There's a lot. I need to like do a proper sit down update because it's been like forever. But that was that. I had a great time reading and I hope that you had a great time watching. If you want to see my detailed review on Never Lie by Frida McFadden, as always, my bookstagram is tagged in my description, where I always give good reviews on all of the books that I read, for the most part. I love you so much, and I will see you when I see you. Bye!